Hi everyone! While I was off on my holiday for a week, I did a lot of colouring in this book and then just finished it off when I got back. This was a good choice of book to take because they're quite simple designs. The place we were staying was quite dark, there weren't any lamps or anything bright, so it was quite nice to have something quite simple to do. And I could also rest this book on my lap, which there was no, I could sit at the table, but I'm always worried about sitting at a kitchen table rather than the desk in case there's any grease or anything that might spoil a book. So some of these I did quite a long time ago and some of these are much more recent, so I thought I would show you a little flip through. So just to clarify, it's the 101 Unique Mandalas book and it's by Kameliya Angelkova. So let's make a start. Didn't do this one, but here we go. This was the very first page that I did. I think I might have started this when I did my blank flip through, and you can see there's a bit of glitter pen around here, and this is done with polycolour pencils, I'm pretty sure. Now I have sometimes written down what pencil I used and sometimes I haven't, so I can't always tell you, but let's come in a bit closer. Now this is done with glitter pen mainly. The centre part isn't and the edges are, and those are Castle Arts glitter pens. And we have one done in normal pencil. Now quite a lot of these are experimental pictures where I might use a mixture of pens, pencils, there's some glitter pens here, things like that. Some of them I was using up pens that I had, some of them I was testing. This is done with Castle Arts pastel tint pencils, as is this one. So here I was just sort of messing around. This was done with felt tip pens. These are triplus, Staedtler triplus ones, but they're it's quite striking, isn't it? I'm not very good at pen. If you come in close, or you might be looking on a big screen, you can see all the bits I've missed. And another one with pen is a little bit better. Again with the triplus pens, but doing it blue and white. Oops, I really like a blue and white combo. Oops, I think I turned over 2 pages. Hold on a minute. There we go. So this one is back to pencils again. And then back to pens. I was sort of running out most of my colours, so the colours mixtures aren't combinations, might be not quite what I would normally do, but actually I thought that was rather effective. Although I do like my fire type colours. And this is a gold pencil. And we have one in lots of purples. I think those are Castle Arts, I reckon. Now this is done with watercolour pencils. It's really messy, just playing around and experimenting. You see how crinkly it's gone? That's okay. And a sort of almost Christmassy look on that one, isn't it? Very festive. Another pen combination where they were running out. Not very sure about that one, but hey, you know. This one I like much better. I can zoom out a bit. There we go. So you can see it all. This one I like. I used to have a room with a purple carpet, yellow and orange walls, and a purple wall actually. Yeah, and some gold somewhere in the room. This is the Staedtler metallic pens. They don't work particularly well on paper. I think they work much better on plastic and other those sorts of non-porous surfaces. This one is done with pencil, but there's some silver pen in it, I think. Oops, sorry, I'm not sure actually. I thought they might be the really shiny silver ones, but I'm not sure what silver pen that is. And we have a little set of dream catchers. So this one was done with like peacock feathers. We've got different types of feathers on different ones. There's a gold and a silver pencil in that one, which makes me guess it's a set that has gold and silver, probably. Can't think. What set is that one with the gold and silver? Oh, course, probably, yeah. And here we have another sort of, I quite like those colours, the teals. Now they wanted the unicorn to be brightly coloured. Now what I did was the mane and tail are done in pencil, and the bits on the body are actually sparkly pen. I don't know how easy it is. You can see the silver around the outside, that's for sure. But I'm not sure what pens they were. I think those were Castles. That might be too. It's actually a silver glitter pen, so yeah. Then there was our lion. You can see the black felt tip pen coming through the page a bit. Yeah, I remember doing that. That's watercolour pencil. And our peacock. That is got some Staedtler gold pen there, but mainly pencil. And the elephant, I don't know why I chose those colours. I think I may have used a colour cube card or something, but I don't know. Sun and moon. I'm always not sure how to colour these, you know, because like this bit's blue, but all the rest is warm, and I just didn't know. So this one, I think I chose a different palette. I suspect that was a colour cube card as well. This one is done in all shiny pens. Very bright and shiny. And then this one, I think this must, I know, this is done with a base of alcohol marker in orange, and then I've done some pencil work on top. I'm not sure how I got the shine on those. I think it might just be a gold pencil. These are done in fine liners. Now from a distance it looks quite striking and nice, but close up you can see the mess. They were running out, there are white streaks, it's quite messy. I'm just not, you can see the alcohol marker. I am just not good. Always put a piece of paper behind. I tend to put a piece of laminate behind so it's waterproof. This one was also done with alcohol marker, and you can sort of fade the colour in and out, but it didn't really work. But anyway, I did some felt tip pens on the outside. This is done with Castle Art sort of shiny glitter pens. This one's got a bit of glitter pen on the circles, but the rest is plain. Those are also gel pens though, again a bit messy. These ones done with gel pens too. I think I was going through a bit of a use up my gel pens phase. I think these eyes are quite freaky, to be honest. This one's better. This is, not done with pens, this is done with pencils. I'm thinking probably Arteza, because that looks like camel brown to me. And we're back to glitter pens, very neon-y with some glitter, some just gel. Again, quite bright. I think I didn't use the bright ones very much, so I had to, they were the ones I had left at the end, because it's not really my sort of thing. This one was a sort of patriotic type one. There was some sort of royal occasion going on in the UK, so I made it red, white and blue, but with some black. So it's very messy. But yeah. This one's done with triplus pens. So these aren't fine liners, these are like felt pens, but they're running out. And again, a pen one, grey things. Now this is done with metallic pencils. I'm not sure which brand. Look a bit like they might be the Brute Funa 12 set to me. More pens. And more pens. These are, those were, the previous ones were a felt tip pen. These are gel pens. You can see gel pens don't show through quite so much. They don't tend to bleed through. These are Posca. Really pretty Posca colours, and you see they don't bleed through either. You do get the ghosting, but you actually get that with pencil. That was a colour cube card, I reckon. You get a bit of ghosting with pencil, maybe not as much. Okay, back to pencils. Not sure what ones they are. And again, I'm pretty sure these are all colour cube cards, because I wouldn't naturally combine a sort of peach with a green and a red. That's just not me, but you know, it works. Now that one is just all sorts of cold colours, which I rather like. Another one with, I think, again, I wouldn't put a blue with those, so it works really well, I think. Now this one, I remember really liking how it looked. Again, a colour cube card, because I wouldn't naturally put grey with greens and browns and yellows and reds, but I think it just worked really nicely. Again, I think similar. Now this one is done with Winsor & Newton watercolour pens. I find I'm much better at colouring with these. I get better coverage, but they're very, very expensive because they're watercolour pens. They're not just meant for general colouring, but my husband bought them and didn't like them. He said they didn't do what I wanted them to do. And I said, well, what do you expect them to do? And he said, I don't know, I just bought them. So, I don't know. This is metallic pens. These are a Sakura, are really shiny. And we just have metallic pencils here. These are the Brute Funas. And here we just have a normal pencil. Lots of black in that one. I think that must be a colour cube card. I wouldn't actually do lots of black, but it works well. Oh, I was using my neon pencils because I rarely use them. I think those are Prismas. And this one, again, a colour cube card. And the colours, it was an autumnal type theme, I think. It works really well. Now these with the faces, again, I've got no idea how to colour them. Just went with some fun colours. This one felt he needed to be brown, so just sort of put some browns in. Now this is where my holiday starts, so I've written down what I used. I used coarse pencils for this one. They get a little bit scruffy because, as I say, it was on my lap. These are Staedtler Design Journey, and it was quite dark. It's quite difficult to colour, actually. Staedtler Design Journey again, but I enjoyed my colouring. It was just quite basic and simple. Ergosoft. Staedtler Design Journey Super Soft pencils, the Cores Pastel set, Cores normal pencils. I just took Staedtler and Cores with me, so you get a lot of the same cores again. I didn't write down what that was. Those are Cores, nice purples. Staedtler Design Journey. Those are Staedtler Design Journey. Cores pastels. They're not that pastely, but that's okay. These are Cores, the silver and the gold. Didn't write down this one. Those are Staedtlers though. Now these are mainly Norris, but this bit around here and here was a new pastel that I bought, and look how it's come off on there. I didn't take any paper to put between the pages. It doesn't matter that it's come off there, but it fascinates me that it has, which means that I need to, it was an iridescent gold pastel. It's really hard to see any shine on it actually, even though I've got my light on. I'm looking forward to playing with it a lot more, but I think I'm going to have to use a fixative with it because that is, but then I coloured, I don't remember colouring on the back after because I was working through the book in order, but it got squashed in my luggage, so maybe. Anyway, I'm going to play with that more and talk about it more later. It's this Kameliya pastel. It's a really soft pastel, looks like an oil pastel, goes down like a chalk pastel. Anyway, I'm going to play with them sometime. I only got one. We went to an art shop. This Staedtler Design Journey, it's all I bought. A coarse pastel. It was a lot of paint and paper and, you know, all that sort of stuff. Staedtler Design Journey. I really enjoyed doing some pretty colours on that one. Now I haven't got a name for this one. I think that's called, I can't be sure. That's Staedtler Design Journey. Again, that was a bit messy, that one. This one was one I did a while ago. Now we had these. I had a lot of fun with these because they were more picture-y. And by this time I was in the mood for doing some pictures rather than just mandalas. Mandalas I enjoy, but not all the time. You know, I like some variety. So Staedtler Design Journey. Staedtler Design Journey. I can see how messy it is looking at it now, whereas when I was on holiday I couldn't tell it was messy. I haven't written down what that was. I think that's Cores. There's a silver one around the edge there. I'm pretty sure these must have been Staedtler. I like that one. This was, I came home, Winsor & Newton watercolour pens. Wanted something different. This is done with Brute Funa metallic pencils. You can see a bit of a shine. Back to normal sort of pencils. And again. And these I did really quite quickly. I was sort of not so inspired by these ones. Although I do like pictures with words sometimes. I don't know what it was about with these. It didn't quite speak to me, but I had fun with that one. This one I did a while ago with Sakura pens. And that one I was trying out some alcohol markers. I had a couple of Sharpies I was trying out to try and see what the fuss was about. Still not really sure. I've missed a bit. The smell just gets me, ugh, look at that. I don't like the smell. So we have more pencil work. I had a lot of fun with that one, choosing really nice colours. Some pretty flowers. These were done with metallics. I think I used the big set of Brute Funa metallics, the 50 set for that one. I'm not sure what I used for that one. I was really uninspired for shell colours. I'm rubbish at doing shells. I need to look at more pictures, I think. And the last one I did with Staedtler metallic pens, apart from the silver, because my silver's run out, which I did in with the Sakura. So the silver shines more than the rest, which I think works well. So there we go, that's the end of that book. She's got a lot of adverts in the back for her other books. She has a lot of books. It's not just mandalas. She has, trying to see, they're not in here. She has like little animals, like autumn theme and different things like that as well. But, oh sorry about the light, but there's the book. So there is it finished. So I hope you enjoyed that. Might have given you a few ideas for colours. Now I did mention the colour cube cards of her a few times. They are made by Sarah Renee Clark and available on her website only. I'm not an affiliate. I don't have an affiliate link or anything. If you look her up on Google and go to her web shop, you can find them. And there is now a UK distribution centre and several US distribution centres. She's Australian, which makes the postage a bit cheaper for us over this side of the world, which is nice because postage was very expensive. They are obviously very heavy. Anyway, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you have a really super day and happy colouring.